sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks.
Thank you, Coach. We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at CenturyLink Field here in Seattle. Coming up is a rematch of that memorable Super Bowl 49 between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Sony Michel, his first carry. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now Brady throwing on second down. Philip Dorsett holds it in. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 53 yards. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On second down, Wilson. This complete to Lockett. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Now a play fake. Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. Goes underneath here to White. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception.
Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Here's Carson. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Had a nice move, but couldn't free much space. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, and maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
On side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first down. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they can do. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now Wilson on 2nd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. John Simon in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say, when you have obvious passing situations. Hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And his guys will set up shop at midfield. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They take over 1st and 10 following the interception. So after the INT, it's Brady. And a dump off to White. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, Brady throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make it a second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Russell Wilson and the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on first down is Brady. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He's got it. The tight end, Allen. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. To throw is Brady, and he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Brady now on first down. And it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Brady again here on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Brady to throw again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now it's Wilson, and a hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man, it's Madden. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now a toss play. It's Carson. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got this down to the 35. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now Wilson on 1st down. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And Davis with it left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Mike Davis, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Here comes Tom Brady and the Patriot offense back onto the field. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, does that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, It just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemishes on their record. They think that they're way better than that. So your confidence gets tested a little bit. Being able to go back out there, maybe throw another touchdown, that'll tamp that down in a big way.
Yeah, because he's looked pretty good to this point. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Brady will try again on 2nd down. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath, nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Brady now on 1st down. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Frank Clark in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. New England on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended target. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Brady. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. So at halftime, we now proceed to the start of the second half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's Russell Wilson in the Seahawk offense now getting set to go again. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And now you have the defensive guys looking over and saying, what is going on here? And instead of playing for the team, they're playing angry and mad at their teammates.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Carson. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 3rd down, that's Carson, and an alley to run. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll toss it out to Carson. And past the 30 down to about the 27. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after them because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help your defense at all.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Trey Madden taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brady. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Brady finding Hogan on 3rd down, and the Patriots able to convert. On 1st and 10, Brady throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. They stay on the ground with White. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Brady escaping and he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd. Back now in Seattle, Washington. 13 all our score as we start quarter number 4. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Brady. On the left side, a catch by White. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Brady. Flushed out right. That's to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down. To throw, it's Brady being chased out left. Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, you need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Brady is going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This stadium once registered as the loudest roar ever recorded, and you can hear him now. 3rd and goal. Now Brady again. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Rex Burkhead, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have moved out in front. The point after try for Gostkowski. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And now running right through it. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Carson. Dante Hightower on the stop.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Wilson. Completes it to Dixon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They run it with Carson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now it's Carson, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Here's Wilson to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd down, here's Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Brady to Gronkowski for the Patriot first down. On the handoff, it's Michel. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Brady going to look to throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. New England on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Brady to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's brought down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run for it. This is White. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Brady going to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Rex Burkhead, his second touchdown of the night. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you got to feel good about your chances.
Goskowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10. It's Wilson again. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Here's Wilson. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off right around the 43. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Let's go. 20.
Brady going to throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.